stingy.
Retro days,
Baby, I'm
so
caring
crazy.
about you. Ain't playing no games about you. Get them bitches fine, better be blood. If it ain't me, your mom, it shouldn't be showing you no love. Please forgive me, I know that I'm stingy. Baby, I'm...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've known I haven't posted that much. I've been really busy and kind of forgot about this channel at the same time because I feel like the last time I had posted was back like in 2020/2021. So basically, which was kind of like last year too. But I would briefly say like the last time I posted was actually 2021, which was when I had bangs and I had black hair at the time. And I think the video that I can remember that I posted last year was the last video that I posted last year was probably a video of me and my boyfriend, which at the time I was still living with my parents, and I was still skinny back then, and I was just visiting him at the time. And we did like a little video, like a little small vlog, mukbang if you want to call it, video in his car. At the time he had a BMW car, and it was a nice, decent white one. But we no longer have that car anymore because got into a car accident. That one. If anybody wants to hear a story about that, then I will gladly make a story about that. But other than that, excuse me, I feel like I have to burp, but it won't come out. A little update on me also before I get into like, you know, telling like the story time that I'm gonna tell or say or explain. I no longer live with my parents. I gained weight a lot, past my limit the way that I wanted to keep, but I passed my limit way too much because of this right here. Always wanted me to eat a lot, and I'm like, I don't want to eat a lot, you know, but he made me eat. It's good, I'm not gonna eat it. You're gonna be fat. Ew, why's it cold? Give me a drink, that's too salty. I can never take no for an answer. So yeah, I gained weight because of him. How? Why? Because he usually saves up money and then takes me on a date, and then we'll eat so good, right? Like, we'll eat so good. I'll be having steak, mashed potatoes, fries, and lobsters, seafood, pizza, all that shit. And I'm over here thinking like, I'm never ever gonna get fat. I'm never gonna gain weight. I like the way how I am. I like my body. I like everything. Da, da, da. I can't fit into the jeans that I want to fit anymore, and it's so sad. But you know, it's you know, a learning process for me that, you know, it's just a learning process for me to not go overboard, not to eat a lot. But you know, I also went through tough times, so I had to eat a lot of fast food. I don't live with my parents anymore. I'm now 18. I gained a lot of weight. And you guys might be like, no, you look the same. You haven't gained a lot of weight. Well, if you were to go look at my pictures on Instagram and everything else, you would see it and you'd be like, oh, wow. But yeah, I have gained a lot of weight. And of course, I did change my hair color to red. And this is finally the red that I want for so long. And I finally got it. I had red hair before, but it wasn't the red I wanted. It was more like, it was dark when it came to, you know, like just being at home. You can't tell. It looks like it's like a dark blue color mixed with black. But then when I walk into the sun, you'll see that, oh, it's a red color and it shines. And it wasn't really the red that I want, you know. So I was kind of upset, and I was like, bro, like this is not red. This is not the fucking red that I want. So if I can find a picture, I'll show you guys, like right here. If I can't, I'm sorry. But if I had a picture, you guys would have known what I was talking about. You'd be like, oh yeah, that's not red. But this is the red that I always wanted. So some people say that, you know, I look like a Barbie doll, or like it looks like I'm wearing a wig, when, you know, I'm actually not. Like, it's my real freaking hair. It won't come off. So yeah. So dye my hair this color, and I'm like so in love with it. I'm so obsessed. I might re-dye it if it starts to fade again, which will not fade until like, would you say 6 months?
Huh?
Would you say 6 months?
What?
My hair to fade?
About, yeah.
Yeah, so it probably won't fade until 6 months later. Other than that, I now live with my 2 friends and my guinea pig and my boyfriend, which is
King.
what?
Your king.
My
Husband.
boyfriend.
Husband.
Boyfriend.
Husband.
Boyfriend.
Husband.
Boyfriend. 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 Boyfriend.
So that's-
Boyfriend. But yeah, I now live with my 2 friends, which are my roommate, and my guinea pig, and my man's, which he is watching his stuff on his phone, I don't know, and eating, because I bought him food because we were both hungry earlier. And yeah, that's basically the update about me. So the update is just that I moved out, and I'm now 18, finishing school. I dyed my hair, which you can clearly see. It's not black anymore. And I now live alone with my 2 friends, my pet, and him. But yeah, so that's the update that I have. But further ado, let's just get on with the story that I was going to talk about. Okay, so the story that I was going to talk about is about this man.
Huh?
I don't even know his name. So
Who's man?
remember the guy that was begging for money?
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't even know his name, but he looked like a I would say he looked like a Joseph or something. I don't even know. But he looked like he was Middle Eastern. He was Arabic or something like that. I could just tell by his accent, the way how he was talking and everything. But let's just call him. What should we name the dude? Like, just for like the YouTube video. What should we like his like, you know, like his
Ali.
name? Ali. Yeah. Why did I say Joseph? He looked like, yeah, Ali. Prince Ali. Blah, 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 blah. No fine. So me and my boyfriend, we were coming back home from like doing errands and everything, and I just got my hair done yesterday. So this happened recently yesterday, and we were coming home from, you know, like just from errands and everything. We're tired, you know, and we're about to meet up with my dad later on at night, and meet up with my friend later on at night too. So we had a couple people to meet up at night. So we're like, okay, might as well, let's just go home and rest. And like, we're on the freeway, and usually when we go home, we take the freeway home because that's a shortcut. So we're like on the freeway, and then my boyfriend, you know, he's trying to like make a turn, and we see like this guy. Was it a Range Rover that he had?
But I know it's a big old black SUV.
Okay, well, it was a big SUV. So my boyfriend and I, you know, he was driving, turning like this. And we see this guy like on the side of the road, and he's like waving down like this. He's waving down, and he's pleasing like this, begging like this. And we just pass by because, you know, we can't stop because there's cars behind us, and they're gonna, you know, like trying to like, you know, hurry up the line, whatever. So we can't stop because there's cars behind us. And we're like, oh shit, like, should we just like go back or something? Should we like, you know, like see what's up with him, whatever, see if the car is broken out, whatever. And my thoughtful ass was like, you know what? Yeah, we should, because, you know, our car has broke down multiple times, and there has been so many people who have stopped by to help us to see if there was something wrong that was in our car, if something was going on with our car, if something like was like, you know, that was bad, or that if we need like extra gas, whatever. There was always people that would help us out. So there was always people that would help us out. And there was always people who would stop by and just be like, hey, you okay, whatever. Da, da, da. So I'm like, it wouldn't hurt to help another person, to help, like get back on their foot. So I was like, you know what, since a lot of people has helped us out, let's help him out. Because there's something like, what if his car is broken down? What if he needs gas money? What if, whatever he needs? So we went back the same route, took the freeway again, and then went back on the curve. And then we pull over to the side, and then we have our emergency lights on. And my boyfriend was like, okay, stay here. I'm like, stay here? Now I'm about to go out and see what's wrong too. I'm about to go and see what's up with the car. And so the guy, Ali, he comes running down to us, and my boyfriend opens his window. Before he can even open the door, he rolls down the window. And my boyfriend's like, oh, do you want me to get out the car or whatever? And Ali's like, no, don't get out the car. I just need you to, stay here. I need you to stay in the car. And in my head, I'm like, okay, he wants us to stay in the car. Okay. What's up then? And he's like, I just need like a couple bucks to get by, whatever, like my car has died on me. I have nowhere else to go. I just need to get by. I need to get by, like I need to go back home. My home is far away. He's what he said, he need to get home to where? Baltimore. He said he had to go to Baltimore, and he lives Baltimore. He had to go back to Baltimore, and he lives so far away, and he was literally like, in like North Sac. Oh, no, I mean South Sac. So he's all the way in South Sac, and he's like, I need to go back to Baltimore. Like, I need to get home now to my kids. Like, I'm just worried, whatever. And he's over here pleading like this. Like, as he's saying all those stuff, he's like this at the same time. So he's talking and doing this at the same time. He's like, can you please help me? Anything. I'll give you anything. I'll even give you my jewelry or whatever. And we're like, okay. So my boyfriend's like, yeah, sure, I can help you out. How much do you need? Literally doing like that, like literally opening stuff and like to see if he has money on him or cash that he carries on him. And so he's like, yeah, how much do you need? Taking the money out and stuff. And he's like, I don't know, like what, like how much you have, whatever you have, how much you have, like, just help me to get by. And so my thing is that like, in my head, I'm listening to the conversation, but like, I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, but this dude has a nice big SUV, and it was a black SUV. It was nice. It was big. It was very shiny. It was very glittery. And he dressed up like a businessman. Bless you. He had like a belly a little bit, but he dressed up as the businessman. He wore like 3-4 chains of gold. And he had like gold rings on him and everything. And he even had like a gold necklace or a gold chain that had diamonds on it too. And we're just like, don't you got money though? Like, you look like you could be a sugar daddy or something. You look like you got money. Why are you coming to us for some money that, me and my boyfriend are so young. We're just like young kids trying to get by. You look like you have money. You look like you got money. You look like you got it good. Why are you asking like broke teenagers? Or not teenagers, but like broke young adults that are just trying to get by. Like, come on now. Like, we got a whole old ass Honda. And you got a nice 2019 big ass USV. And it looks good. SUV? Yeah, SUV. That's what I said.
You said USV.
Oh. Well, it was a nice USV. And SUV. I have a hard time saying that. I don't know why. Yeah, I think like yesterday I said USB or something.
Yes, you did.
But yeah, it was nice. And like, it looked like the dude just bought the car. It looked like he just bought the car. And how? Because the car looked brand new. Like, just by the looks of it, the car looked like it was brand new. It looked like it was from a car dealership. And it looked like, he just bought the car. So I was like, Did you just buy this car today? And like, are you like all broke now? And you all of a sudden don't have no gas in your car? Or what's the dealio? And so my boyfriend pulled out like a good amount of money just for him to get by. And he like he had out of his hand, it was like he was just pulling out. Sorry, y'all, my camera died. But yeah, my boyfriend pulled out a good amount of money. Just to help Ali get by. And Ali is like my boyfriend, like he just barely pulls out the money. And Ali just looks at us and he was like, oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. Like, just kind of giving like that, just giving that vibe, like, like somebody's so happy or so surprised or something because something good happened, And he's already taken off his jewels. He's like, here, I'll give you my gold. I'll give you my gold necklace. I'll give you my gold ring. Here you go. You can have it. Just thank you so much. I'll take it from you. And he's like ready to put his hand through the window to get the freaking money. And mind you, me and my mans are broke. And we need this money to go buy it. We need this money so we can pay rent. We need this money so we can get food. We need this money to survive. Because he doesn't get paid that much. I don't get paid that much. So we're trying to save, and we need this money to get by, and this is like our emergency money. But since we both felt so bad, we both have a heart. We're like, you know what? This dude seems like a nice dude, and we just need to help him out. So why not help him out? And so wherever he needed to go to sound hella far. So we're like, oh yeah, that sounds far. Let me just give you some amount of money to help you get by. And it wasn't me giving the money to him. It was my man's. So, yeah. So Ali was already, trying to get his gold necklace, get his gold rings off his fingers and almost his face. His fingers and his neck and everything. And he's giving it to my boyfriend and everything. And he's like, okay, trying to give me the fucking money because I gave him my shit. So give me my money. And I'm like looking at my man's looking at me, and he's like, not yet. No, not yet. Let me ask my girl if she's okay with it first before I give it to you. Hold your horses. Not yet. I mean, he didn't actually say that, but then just his body language, I could just tell he just kind of jerked back a bit, and then he looked at me, and I looked at him. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, I didn't think about it at first. Because I was like, what if this man is actually trying to get home to his so-called family? And I'm like, you know what, I don't know. That kind of sounds like a lot. Because the amount that my boyfriend had pulled out, he was, trying to fiend for it. Like Ali was trying to fiend for it. And I was thinking to myself, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to seem like a bitch, because I don't like to come off that way. I don't ever want to come off that way either at all. Ever. And so I just let it slide. But in my head, I was just kind of like, no, I'm going to snatch that money from you, babe. And I'm going to pull out my wallet instead. And we need this money because it's emergency money. So we're going to keep it in my ass until we need it. Until we need it, I'll pull it out my ass and give it to you. Until then, no, you're not giving him that amount of money. I'm going to grab my wallet instead, pull out a 20 and give it to him. Because, gas now these days, they're just they're so pricey now. Before they used to be, they used to be okay and everything. It's not that bad. But now it's pricing up. Anyway, so I didn't do that. But in my head, I was thinking because, I had a second feeling, a second thought like that right away. What if this? What if that? The same thing with my boyfriend. He had a second thought too. He was like, what if this? What if that? We don't know. We have the jewelry in our hand and we got the money in our hand. Well, he did, not me, but he got the money in his hand and the jewelry in his hand. I'm just looking at him confused, and he's looking at me should I do it or should I not do it? I should have said no. Give me that money back. Give me a 20. Not this. We need the money. We don't need a 20 because this amount of money that we have can help us get by. It can help us get by. We don't need no fucking 20 bucks. Take 20. But like I said, I don't want to seem like a rude person, so I just let it slide, and I let Ali take the 100. So he grabbed the money out the fucking window, and he's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much, God bless you." And then he was like, just so happy and everything. He's like, "Thank you so much, like, thank you so much. I thank you so much. I thank you so much, like, God bless you. You don't know how much this means to me, is there a way how I can pay you back?" I'm like, "Pay you back? You asking us for amount, you're asking us for some money, and now you're gonna say, is there a way for you to pay us back? If there is a way for you to pay us back, why do you need our money for? That doesn't make any sense." And my boyfriend was like, no, he's on to the steering wheel. He's like, no, it's fine, it's okay. Like, you don't got to, because we're both confused. Like, we don't know how to react, because we just don't know what happened. We don't know if we got scammed. We don't know if this dude was real or he was just playing. And what made us think and ring a bell to think that it was a scam was that he said specifically, "Oh, do you guys have an ATM? Do you guys have so a social media thing that I could pay you with or whatever?" So basically he's talking like Cash App or like Venmo, PayPal, shit shit like that. And he's just asking, or he's like, "Oh, well, do you guys have like a bank that I can come follow you guys to? And this and that." And my boyfriend was like, "I don't know, it's okay, you good, you don't gotta pay us back, whatever." And so he's like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much, thank you so much." And he does this thing again. And they were like, "Yeah, no problem, bye." And then as soon as we turn back and we're driving home this time, we looked at each other, we're just thinking, we're just like, did we get scammed? Like, we're holding the jewelry in our hands, and we're looking at each other. We're like, did we just get scammed? Did we just get scammed? Or is this jewelry real or fake? Is it fucking real or is it fake? And I didn't even know if it was real or not, because, I can't really tell by gold. I just wear whatever the fuck I have, I wear what I get, by a friend or family, whatever, whether it's real or fake. Because, it's just still jewelry, so I'm going to wear it anyways, whether it's real or fake. Until, if it starts molding, whatever, then I'm going to take it off. But, yeah, so we were just like, is this real or is this fake? We didn't know if it was real. We didn't know if it was fake. Fast forward, we come home. We're in the car. And my boyfriend is doing research on his phone. And we have, this little technique on our phones where it's you could take a picture of it. And it would tell you if this gold necklace or ring, if it's real or not. So he took a picture of the ring, and it was it was a poker ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a poker ring. If you don't know what a poker ring is, I don't mean you poke the fucking ring with a needle. It's like a poker card. If you guys ever played Ace of Spades, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Blackjack.
Blackjack. Okay, well, if you guys ever played blackjack or Ace of Spades, that's what it was. That's what it looks like. It was literally like a poker. So he took a picture of it, see if it was real or not. From what we could find and from what Google told us, it didn't say anything much, but it did say that to grab a cup, fill it with water, and if the gold sinks down, all the way down, if it sinks, sorry, it's about unfinished tea, but if it sinks down to here, that means it's a real gold. But if it floats up, and if it floats up to here, it's fake gold. It's not real, it's fake. And it was never meant to be. So we're like, okay, you know what? Why not go to the jewelry store? They can tell us in our face if this is real or not, if this is fake or if this is real. Because we don't know. We're not jewelry people, I don't know anything about jewelries like that. So we're like, okay, we agreed, And if we agreed that if it was real, we can, make more money off it, or just sell it so we can, have something to get by and all that stuff, or either we keep it. So we're like, okay, we'll go to the jewelry store to find it tomorrow. Skip to the next day. We get out of bed, get ready, we go to the jewelry store, and we go see if the jewelry is real or fake. We, go talk to this lady, And this lady was like, hi, you know, what can I help you with? What do you need? She was like an Asian lady, and I think she was Chinese. And I guess since I had red hair, like there was this old man in the back just staring at me so hard, and he was just like, and he just kept looking at me like every single time I looked away, I was like looking at something else, and I looked back, and he's still like, I'm like, damn, you staring at me hella hard. Either it's the red hair, or you just staring at me because I look like a different Asian or something. I don't even know. I don't know why he was staring at me. Man just kept staring at me like this the whole time. And then the moment I look back at him again, he's like, kind of like glaring at me, you know, like as if like I did something, or as if like I was gonna steal something. I'm like, boy, I don't want none of your jewelry. I'm not trying to steal nothing. I don't want anything from here. I'm just trying to like check if my jewelry is fake or real. So I didn't say it to him obviously, but in my head I'm just like, I'm not trying to steal anything. And plus, how can I try to grab something I can't anyways? It's in the glass. What am I gonna do? Break it with my spit or something? Like that's gonna work? No. Obviously, I don't want anything from here. Like I'm not a jewelry person. I'm not a person who always wants to wear like designer jewelry stuff or like fashion jewelry stuff and everything. I mean, if it's ankle bracelets, maybe. But other than that, no, I don't wear shit like that. Maybe my boyfriend sometimes, but other than that, you know, not a lot. I don't wear shit like that. I'm not into it. So I'm not gonna stare at your stuff because I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm just here to check to see if my shit is real or not. So my boyfriend's like, yeah, hi. I'm here to check to see if this ring is real or not. And she's like, oh, okay, that's going to be a $5 charge. I'm like, we're broke. We gave our emergency money to Ali. So how are we going to see if this is real or not? And we need $5 for that. I look at him and he's like, you got any money on you? I'm like, no, I don't got no money on me. And I mean, I do got money on me, but not on my card, but I got it in cash. And he's like, oh, okay, so where's the money? I'm like, I left it in the cart. And so he's like, bro, okay, we're gonna go back to the cart. So we tell the lady that we're gonna be back and we're gonna be at the car, you know, getting our money out so we can go give the $5 to the lady so she could check if it's real or not. So security opens the door for us, and he's like, all right, you guys have a good day, whatever. And then we're like, oh, thank you, you too, but we'll be back. We're just gonna get our money, and then we're gonna come back. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. So we walk to get the money. We walk to get the money, and then we come back. It's, you know, a different person this time. And it was like a dude, and he looked like he was like the son of the lady or something. So he was like, oh, what do you guys need? You know, how can I help you? And we were like, hi, we just came in earlier. We wanted to see if this jewelry is real or not. And so he's like, okay, let me see. And then in the middle of my boyfriend talking, he's like, yeah, so I just wanted to see if this was real or not. He was like, oh, this is fake. Like, literally straight up to our face, he's like, this is fake. While my boyfriend's talking, he's like, this is fake. I'm like, this is fake. This is fucking fake. Are you kidding me? I thought this shit was freaking real. It's not real. And so I was like, how is it fake? How do you know that it's fake? And he's like, oh, I can tell that's fake because by the color and stuff, because the gold, I mean, we should have known because the gold was kind of fading off already. Like the color was just kind of coming off of it. And it was just kind of like, it looked like to the point where it was about to get rusty. It was going to turn to silver and all that stuff. And so he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, this is fake. And then my boyfriend's like, okay, what about this necklace? I can't believe I wear this necklace too, but you know, like I said, whether if it's real or not, I'm gonna still wear it regardless. I didn't know that was fake. I thought it was real, but I didn't know that it was fake. So, my boyfriend was like, okay, what about this necklace? And he gives it to the guy, and the guy was like, oh yeah, this is fake too. I'm like, but it says 18K on the chain thing. He's like, yeah, well, I could just tell that it by the weight from it and this and that, it's fake. It's not real. Like, I'm sorry, guys. And my friend's like, really? Damn. And he's like, okay, well, here you go. You know, tries to hand him the $5. And then the guy's like, oh, no, it's okay. You can keep it. You know, it's just checking. So I'm like, that lady tried to charge us for some $5 to check some fucking jewelry, see if it's real or not. Tax it. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I understand. People try to make profit off their stuff and everything. And, you know, they need the money and everything to do whatever they gotta do. So, we're like, oh, damn, okay. So, we go home, and I was really upset because I thought it was real. And I was like, it's not real. That's just so upsetting. So, we got scammed for our money. And that dude, obviously, it just shows that either he scammed. So, yeah, I don't know if like, he was trying to scam us for our money or whatever. But I'm just like, dude, just by the way you dress like a whole ass business dude, and you bought like a big, good, nice car. And you were in gold and everything, whatever. I don't even know. And the fact that you were dressed up so nice and everything, it's not adding up. So I think you scammed us for our money, and you actually probably didn't need gas, whatever. So, I don't even know. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we did pull up the second time to see if that guy was still there. Like an hour later, we pulled up to see if he was still there or not. And he wasn't. So we're like, okay, good, he left. So maybe he wasn't really scamming us. But no, it turns out we're wrong. He did unfortunately scammed us, I guess. That's what we're going by because the jewelries were fake. And now it's just lessons for us to know next time, you know, just be careful whoever you help, because, you know, people could just try to scam you for your money or whatever. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it just sounded like he was a scam. Why? Because he was trying to ask for like our other payments and our how we pay stuff, whatever. And he tried to ask us our bank or what is our bank so he could help us out. So yeah, but then we went home, and then I called my friend, and I was like, hey, guess what? I told him the situation, and he was like, let me see the gold, let me see the jewelry, let me see if it's fake or not, whatever. And so he was looking at it, and he was like, I can't tell if it's fake or not either. So, yeah. That shit was so upsetting. I should have came out like a rude person and be like, no, snatch that money from my boyfriend and be like, here, take the 20 instead. That should help you get by. But no, I was rude. I mean, no, I was nice. I was nice. That's what I mean. I was nice. I am too nice most of the time. That's one thing I hate about me. I hate that I'm always so nice, and I'm too nice. Why? That's a good it is a good thing, but sometimes, you know, when you're too nice, people take advantage of you. They take advantage of the niceness, and they just, you know, they think that, oh, you're so nice, you're not gonna do anything bad or whatever because I'm your friend, or because I'm your girlfriend, or because I'm your boyfriend, whatever, or your mom, that you think I'm not gonna do shit to you. I hate that. But other than that, you know, main story is that just be careful who you help. I might do other story times if I feel like I have time. Other than that, like, subscribe. That's all I have for today. Sorry if this was boring, but I wanted to share this because it was bugging me. So yeah, I'm gonna go shower and get ready to.
What's going on, YouTube? So, how y'all doing today?
I'm already ending this thing.
Oh.
So other than that, I'm gonna take a shower and get ready to go to bed. Peace. So ugly.